This week we are going to talk about the limits of the human memory. And generally, we will be talking not only about the memory, but about the perception and brain activity in general. So let's move straight to the vocabulary that you will need during this week. The first phrase is stretch back or stretching back. To stretch back means to go back as far as possible or to happen over a long period of time. For example, the story of my English studies stretches back to 2001. Next phrase is a parlor trick. It is a type of a trick that is produced by magicians to entertain the audience. And it's pretty simple. The next interesting and useful word is a hunch. A hunch is a feeling or a guess based on intuition rather than facts and knowledge. We can say, I had a hunch that we needed to do it. I didn't have any evidence, any proof, or any knowledge, but I felt it with my guts. Next interesting word is limelight. Limelight is generally the focus of the public attention. So if you are in the limelight, everybody is observing your behavior and your life. For example, a lot of bloggers on Instagram are in the limelight. And being in the limelight can kinda make you feel superior to others, but it's not true. So if something is superior, it is higher in rank, status, or quality. For example, we can say, this juice is a superior product because it is good. It has the best quality. Next word is to narrow in. To narrow in is a phrasal verb that means to make or become more limited in space or in scope. So generally, there is something wide and narrow, and to narrow in means to make something wide more narrow. Next interesting word is outpouring. Outpouring is streaming out rapidly, very fast. For example, an outburst of a strong emotion can be outpouring. For example, outpouring anger is a burst of emotion, streaming out very fast. Next two words, I don't know why, they sound funny to me. I'm kinda always giggling when I hear them and when I use them. The first one is to pluck. To pluck something means to grab something and take it out of its position very quickly. For example, if you are in a garden and you see a beautiful apple that is ripe and it looks so delicious, you can grab it and pluck it. And when you pluck the apple, that's the plucking action. The second word is hoax. Hoax is a humorous or a malicious deception. It is an act of deceiving someone, or generally of lying to someone. Sometimes it can be humorous, but most of the times the word hoax is used in a negative connotation. For example, if someone calls to the police and tells that there is a bomb in the building when there is no bomb there, it's called a hoax. But the positive meaning of the hoax is tricking your friends, for example, like pranking them a little bit. Next useful word is foremost. It's usually used in combination first and foremost. Foremost means most prominent in rank, position, or importance. So when we say first and foremost, it means first and the most important. So foremost is like most important, the one that comes before everything else. Next phrase is an idiom. The idiom sounds with flying colors. When you do something with flying colors, you do it extremely successfully. Or sometimes you do it with distinction and with honor. So that let's say you're passing an exam and you passed it with flying colors, and your teacher said, "Good job. I've never seen such a great work." So that's with distinction, with honor, and extremely successfully. Next interesting word is a verb, to vie. To vie means to compete with someone eagerly in order to achieve or do something. For example, the football players were vying to become a part of the national team. Next phrasal verb is to get rid of something. To get rid of something means to take action so as to become free of something. For example, sometimes when you get rid of something, you throw it away. Let's say, I say, "Can you please get rid of this shirt?" And you take it off and throw it away in the garbage. Or sometimes you want to get rid of your accent and you go and train and do something difficult to not have an accent anymore. And 4 more words. The first word is saliva. Please, it's not saliva, it's saliva. Saliva is the liquid in your mouth. So a liquid that is produced by your glands and that helps you digest food. So if your mouth is dry, you have a little bit of saliva. But let's say you see a dog and the dog is snarling and barking and you see a lot of saliva. Next word is tendency. A tendency is the inclination to do something or to happen in a certain way. For example, Tom has a weird tendency to be late. So he has an inclination towards acting this way all the time. Next word is detrimental. Detrimental means tending to cause harm. So generally, detrimental is harmful and causing injuries. And the final word is crippling. When something is crippling, it is causing a severe damage, the one that cannot be repaired. For example, Alzheimer's is a crippling disease. It causes a lot of damage to the brain and the memory cannot be restored. Or another example, the car accident was crippling for his back. So his back broke, was ruined, and cannot be restored.